poplars on the banks of the Ept, autumn. Water lilies, Parliament, setting sun. 3 exquisite paintings by the Impressionist visionary Claude Monet. Each journeyed across the Atlantic at the turn of the century to sate the pioneering demand for the artist's work in America. Monet defied the artistic standards and practices of his day. His signature brush strokes, expressive hues, and rich impasto launched the art world into modernism. But not without resistance. European critics challenged the French painter's innovative technique and radical interpretation of landscape. American artists, however, were captivated. Most notably, Mary Cassatt, painter, printmaker, and fellow Impressionist. Cassatt and company championed his tour de force and urged American collectors to take note. But it was the art dealer Paul Durand-Ruel who proved the most responsible for Monet's success. Durand-Ruel became the primary supplier of the artist's work. And in 1886, the dealer staged the most significant Impressionist exhibition of its time in New York. A pivotal moment in Monet's career. The press declared him the undisputed leader of the new movement. By 1913, the one-time rebel of the French art world was now the master of modern art. A triumph, a legacy, a foundation for what was to come.
A painting lives by companionship. If a thing is worth doing once, it is worth doing over and again. Exploring it, probing it. Art renews its traditions by the re-examination of its own processes, and by those means re-establishes contact again with its own roots.
poplars on the banks of the Ept, autumn. Water lilies, Parliament, setting sun. 3 exquisite paintings by the Impressionist visionary Claude Monet. Each journeyed across the Atlantic at the turn of the century to sate the pioneering demand for the artist's work in America. Monet defied the artistic standards and practices of his day. His signature brush strokes, expressive hues, and rich impasto launched the art world into modernism. But not without resistance. European critics challenged the French painter's innovative technique and radical interpretation of landscape. American artists, however, were captivated. Most notably, Mary Cassatt, painter, printmaker, and fellow Impressionist. Cassatt and company championed his tour de force and urged American collectors to take note. But it was the art dealer Paul Durand-Ruel who proved the most responsible for Monet's success. Durand-Ruel became the primary supplier of the artist's work, and in 1886 the dealer staged the most significant Impressionist exhibition of its time in New York. A pivotal moment in Monet's career. The press declared him the undisputed leader of the new movement. By 1913, the one-time rebel of the French art world was now the master of modern art. A triumph, a legacy, a foundation for what was to come.
A painting lives by companionship. If a thing is worth doing once, it is worth doing over and again. Exploring it, probing it. Art renews its traditions by the re-examination of its own processes, and by those means re-establishes contact again with its own roots.
poplars on the banks of the Ept, autumn. Water lilies, Parliament, setting sun. 3 exquisite paintings by the Impressionist visionary Claude Monet. Each journeyed across the Atlantic at the turn of the century to sate the pioneering demand for the artist's work in America. Monet defied the artistic standards and practices of his day. His signature brushstrokes, expressive hues, and rich impasto launched the art world into modernism. But not without resistance. European critics challenged the French painter's innovative technique and radical interpretation of landscape. American artists, however, were captivated. Most notably, Mary Cassatt, painter, printmaker, and fellow Impressionist. Cassatt and company championed his tour de force and urged American collectors to take note. But it was the art dealer Paul Durand-Ruel who proved the most responsible for Monet's success. Durand-Ruel became the primary supplier of the artist's work, and in 1886 the dealer staged the most significant Impressionist exhibition of its time in New York. A pivotal moment in Monet's career. The press declared him the undisputed leader of the new movement. By 1913, the one-time rebel of the French art world was now the master of modern art. A triumph, a legacy, a foundation for what was to come.
A painting lives by companionship. If a thing is worth doing once, it is worth doing over and again. Exploring it, probing it. Art renews its traditions by the re-examination of its own processes, and by those means re-establishes contact again with its own roots.
poplars on the banks of the Ept, autumn. Water lilies, Parliament, setting sun. 3 exquisite paintings by the Impressionist visionary Claude Monet. Each journeyed across the Atlantic at the turn of the century to sate the pioneering demand for the artist's work in America. Monet defied the artistic standards and practices of his day. His signature brush strokes, expressive hues, and rich impasto launched the art world into modernism. But not without resistance. European critics challenged the French painter's innovative technique and radical interpretation of landscape. American artists, however, were captivated. Most notably, Mary Cassatt, painter, printmaker, and fellow impressionist. Cassatt and company championed his tour de force and urged American collectors to take note. But it was the art dealer Paul Durand-Ruel who proved the most responsible for Monet's success. Durand-Ruel became the primary supplier of the artist's work. And in 1886, the dealer staged the most significant Impressionist exhibition of its time in New York. A pivotal moment in Monet's career.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a very warm welcome to Christie's for the sale of the collection of Anne Bass, an exceptional group of works that we are honored to have been entrusted with tonight at Christie's. I'm Adrian Meyer, and we're delighted to have you back with us here in person at Rockefeller Center and following us live online throughout the world through the camera. Tonight, I will be accepting bids from all of you here, those following us on Christie's Live, and from my colleagues around the room and joining us in Hong Kong. A very good morning to you. Before we begin, a few announcements that will apply to all 3 of our sales tonight: the Anne Bass collection, the 20th Century Evening Sale, and, last but not least, the sale of the Raptor as the last lot of this evening. Please remember that the purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable sales or use taxes. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open the bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I, as the auctioneer, may continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. For full details of buyer's premium rates, conditions of sales, and all catalog symbols, please see the sale catalog on christies.com. And finally, there are no withdrawn lots from the Bass collection. And with that, we start with lot number 1, the beautiful pastel shown on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, formerly in the Havermeyer collection. And perhaps for one of the finest to come up on the market in a while, we start here at $3 million, at $3 million, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000 now, at $3,200,000, $3,500,000 with Giovanna Bertazzoni. Welcome, Joe. At $3,500,000, at $3,500,000 with Giovanna, $3,800,000 with Max Cardinal, $4 million, at $4 million with Giovanna, at $4 million, $4,200,000, the third telephone with Conjo, $4,500,000 with Joe, at $4,500,000. At $4,500,000, it is with you, Joe. At $4,500,000 against you, Connor and Max. At $4,500,000. At $4,500,000. Still with you here on the phone, against you in the room. At $4,500,000. At $4,500,000. $4,800,000. New telephone, Sian Chatko. $5 million. Back with Joe. At $5 million. Would you like 5.5, Sian? At $5 million now. $5,500,000. At $5,500,000. Would you like 6? At $5,500,000. It is with you, Sian. With a fourth telephone at $5,500,000 against the three of you now. At $5,500,000, $6 million. 5 at $6,500,000 now. At $6,500,000, it is back with you, Sian, still ahead of you in the room and online and in Hong Kong at $6,500,000. Max coming back at $6,500,000. $7 million. Welcome at $7 million with Emma at 7. At $7 million, it is with Emma Boyd's telephone. At $7 million, then, it is with you here. At $7 million against the four of you now. With you still and selling for $7 million. It's still time, Sian. At $7 million, selling otherwise. The first lot of the Bass collection, the Degas, for $7 million. Fair winning in Hong Kong. At $7 million, it is. 7 million too, perhaps, Jen. At $7 million, still with you, Emma, and selling otherwise. At $7 million to Emma. Unless you say 7.2, Jen, perhaps. 7,200,000. Would you like 7.5, Emma? At 7,200,000 with the sixth telephone now. At 7,200,000 with Jennifer Wright. Sian, it's still time if you wish. 7,500,000. At 7,500,000 now. At 7,500,000. Still with Emma Boyd. Here, against you, Jennifer. Thank you all. And selling for 7,500,000. Last chance in the room. At 7,500,000. Sold 7.5. Total 1739. Lot number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Degas danseuse shown on the screen, one of the earliest casts in private hands. And we should start here at $14 million, at $14 million, $15 million now, at $15 million, at $15 million, $16 million, at $16 million now, $17 million with Mark Porter at $17 million. It is here at $17 million with Mark Porter, $18 million with Anna Maria Celis at $18 million now, at $18 million with Anna Maria, at $18 million. It is still with you here against you, Mark, at $18 million. At $18 million, $19 million now, at $19 million, $20 million, back with Mark, at $20 million, against both of you, $22 million, at $22 million, still with Anna Maria at 22, at $22 million, next is 24, Mark, at $22 million, $24 million, $26 million, at $28 million, $30 million. $32 million. $34 million. At 34, Mark. 34 million. 35 million. 36 million. 'Thank you, Mark. Still with you, Anna Maria, at $36 million then. Mark, are we sure? At 36 million. With Anna Maria's telephone, and selling then ahead of all of you here and in the room for $36 million. Fair warning in the room at 36 million and selling 36 for you, Anna Maria. Congratulations, panel 1738. Bravo. Yes, you can. On to lot number three. Lot number three, the Degas painting, Femme en peignoir. And we should start here at 800,000, 850,000, 900,000. Welcome, sir, at 900,000 and 50. 1 million. 1 million, 1 million, 2. At 1 million, 2 with you, sir. At 1,200,000 in the room here. At 1 million, 2. 1 million, 3 online, ahead of the three of you now. At 1 million, 3, would you like 1.4, sir? 1 million, 4 with a new bid online. At 1 million, 4 in Taiwan. At 1 million, 4 still online. At 1 million, 4, 1 million, 5. At 1 million, 5 now. Still online at 1.5 against all the phones. At 1 million, 5, say 1.6. At 1 million, 500,000. At 1 million, 6 with Allegra Bettini here. At 1 million, 6 now against both of you. At 1 million, 7. At 1 million, 700,000 now. 1 million, 800,000 with Tanbo. At 1 million, 8. 1 million, 9. At 1 million, 900,000. 2 million. At 2 million. Back with Allegra. At 2 million. At 2 million, 2 million, 2. At 2 million, 2. At 2 million, 2. Online against both of you. At 2 million, 2. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000, it is still with you online against you, Allegra and Tanbo. Selling it. Do you want to try 2.4, Tanbo? At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Have to hurry you. At 2,200,000, Tanbo. 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. At 2,400,000. Now, at 2.4, then it is for you, online, ahead of you in the room, and selling, fair warning, Tanbo Allegra, at 2,400,000. Last chance at $2,400,000. Sold 2.4 to paddle 3060. Lot number 4, Shades of Red. Lot number 4, the first fantastic Rothko shown on your right, 1961. Painted the same year as the artist retrospective at MoMA. And we start here at $48 million, at $48 million, at $48 million, at $48 million, $50 million, at $50 million, $52 million with Maria Los, at $52 million, at $52 million. It is with you, Maria, at 52. At $52 million with my 55 million, at 55, at 55 million, at 57 million, at 57 million. No, it's back with Maria. At 57. At 57 it is, still with you, at 57 million ahead of you in the room, at 57 now.
58.
58 million with Max Carter now, a new telephone, at 58 million. At 58 now, it's with Max Carter, head of department here in New York, against you, Maria. At $58 million. At 58 million, it is still with you now. Against you all here at $58 million and ahead of you in the room. At 58 million. It is still with you, Max. Fair warning, Maria. And selling for $58 million. Are we all through? Margot, Connor and Keith. at $58 million. Last chance in the room. 58 million it is. Sold 58.
Thank you, sir. 1728.
1728. Thank you, Max. Lot number 5. Lot number 5. The Rothko number 1, 1962, also formerly from the Lasker collection. Which started here at $36 million, $38 million now, at $38 million. At $38 million, $40 million with Marielas now, at $40 million. At $40 million, it is with you. At 40, 42 million. At $42 million now.
43.
At $43 million. Back with Mahia, at 43. At $43 million with Marielas. At $43 million for the second Rothko. Ahead of you in the room. At $43 million, are we all through? For you then, it seems. At $43 million, last chance online, and everyone else, and in Hong Kong. At $43 million, fair warning then, it is for you. Sold, 43. Panel 1718. The Morris Lewis, lot 6. Lower spectrum, 1958, and interest you, of course, at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 with you, Ali. Welcome. At 1,500,000 with the first of many telephones. At 1,500,000 now. At 1,500,000, 1,600,000. Anna Maria Celis at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. With Anna Maria Celis, ahead of you here, at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000, it is still with you, Anna Maria. At 1,700,000 with Peter now. At 1,700,000 now with the third telephone. At 1,700,000. Would you like 1,800,000? No, at 1,800,000. Back with you, Anna Maria, against you, Peter and Ali. At 1,800,000 and selling. At 1,800,000. Ahead of you in the room. At 1,800,000.
1,900,000, sir.
1,900,000. Welcome, Jesse. At 1,900,000. 2 million.
1, sir.
At 2 million, it is still with you. At $2 million, fair warning, still with you. At 2 million, last chance, Jesse, and selling for $2 million, still with you. 2,200,000. 2,400,000. 2,600,000. 2,800,000. 3 million.
No, I just wanted to.
At 3 million, it is still with you. At $3 million, 2,100,000. At 3,100,000. At 3,100,000. 2,200,000. At 3,200,000, it is still with you, Jesse, on the telephone here for 3,200,000 ahead of you in the room. At 3,200,000 against you in Hong Kong and selling at $3,200,000 with Anna Maria Celis' telephone at 3,200,000 with Jesse.
Thank you, sir. 1,700.
1,700, thank you, Nick. I was testing you. Lot number 7, the Balthus. The Balthus shown on the screen depicting Frédéric, the niece of the artist, at the window, the other version of which is at the Met. And for this beautiful image, we start here at $3 million, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000, $3,500,000 with Tanbo, at $3,500,000 ahead of you online, at $3,500,000, at $3,500,000, $3,800,000 with you in Canada, against you in Hong Kong, at $3,800,000, at $3,800,000 online, against you, Elaine, at $3,800,000. At 3,800,000. 4 million. Welcome, sir. At 4 million now. Gets the three of you. It's in the room, Elaine. At 4 million. Would you like 4 too? At $4 million. It's with the gentleman here at Rockefeller Center. Are you bidding? I think she's
Bidding.
4,200,000. Would you like 4.5? 4,500,000. At 4,500,000 now. Would you like 4.8? At 4,500,000, it is still here.
4,800,000, please.
4,800,000. Should we try 5? 5 million. Next is 5.5, Elaine. At 5 million, it is here in New York.
5 million, 5, please.
5,500,000. 6 million. 6 million. Afterwards, perhaps, 6 million. Yes, 6. We try. 5.8. So because it's run up. 5,800,000 at 5,000,008. Would you like 6, Elaine, at 5,000,008? At 5,000,008.
6 million, please.
6 million. Would you like 6.2? 6,200,000. At 6,000,002. Would you like 6.5, Elaine? It's here at 6,200,000.
6 million, 5, please.
6,500,000. Like 6.8? 6,800,000. At 6,000,008.
6 million, at 7 million, please.
7 million. 2. 7,200,000.
Yeah. 7 million, 5, please.
7,000,005. And 8. 7,800,000.
$8 million, please.
8 million. 8,200,000.
$8 million, 5, please.
You sure? At 8,000,005. Now it's with you, Elaine, in Hong Kong. At 8,500,000. Sure. You could try 8.8 if you wish. Nice number. At 8,000,005 in Hong Kong otherwise, and selling against you all here and on the telephones for $8,500,000. No regrets. At 8,000,005, it is selling to you, Elaine. Congratulations, paddle 89.53. Yes, you can. Bravo, Elaine. Lot number 8, just as beautiful. This Hammershoy shown on the screen. Portrait of his wife, painted in 1900. And a lot of interest here, of course. And we start at 1,000,001, 1,000,002, at 1,000,003. 2.8. 2.8 million for those who have dinner plans. Good news. 2.8 with Safri Lander at 2.8 million. We're on the Hammershoy at 2.8 million. 3 million at 3 million now. With Connor Jordan at $3 million, 3,200,000 ahead of you online at 3,000,002. Would you like 3.5 at 3 million to 3,500,000 back with Connor Jordan at 3,000,005, 3,000,008 at 3,000,008 with Safri Lander at 3,000,008 now. 4 million. 4.2 at 4,000,002 now. 4,000,002 it is, still with you at 4,000,002. Where's Safri Lander? At 4,000,002. 4,400,000. Would you like 4.6, Sarah? Either of you. At 4,000,004.
4.6.
4,600,000. At 4,800,000. Welcome, Tanbo. At 4,800,000 now. New telephone. At 4,000,008. With Tanbo. Our specialist based in Shanghai, who's come all the way to New York for this sale at 4,000,008. It is with you, Tanbo, against you, Allegra, Sian, and Sarah at 4,000,008. 5 million. At 5 million now. Back with Sarah. At 5 million. At $5 million. Tanbo. Gonna try 5.2. At 5 million then, with Sarah, selling otherwise. At $5 million. At 5 million. Still with you, Sarah? At 5 million, it is still with you, Sarah. I can't hear those numbers here up to here. At 5 million, still with you, Sarah.
5.1, please.
At $5 million then, I'll take 5.2 with pleasure. At 5 million with Sarah Friedlander. With you, against you, Allegra. At $5 million. 5,200,000. At 5.2, it's now back with you, Tanbo. Would you like 5.4, Sarah? At 5.2, I think it's yours, Tanbo. And selling, Sarah. Give me a nod either way. At 5 million two. Sarah, look at the room's reaction. I mean, you can't even, At 5 million two, it is with you and selling for 5 million two. I can't even take 5.3. I refuse 5.1. We have to be fair. At 5 million two, it is with you, Tanbo, selling otherwise for this beautiful hammer show. You won't find one tomorrow. Last chance. 5,400,000. You're done or you're done. 5.2, it is for you, Tanbo, and selling to panel 1717 at 5 million two. Congratulations. For 5.2. Lot number 9, the second and last Balthus of the Basque collection, depicting the 3 sisters and daughters of D. Le Pierrecol dressed in Yves Saint Laurent. And we start here at $1 million, 1-1, at 1,100,000, at 1,000,001, at 1,100,000, 1,200,000 with Jesse Fertig, at 1,200,000 now, at 1,300,000 with Allegra Bettini, at 1,003,000, at 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,004,000 now, at 1,004,000 with Jesse, 1,005,000, at 1,500,000 with you, Jesse, at 1,006,000, at 1,006,000 against you, Allegra, at 1,600,000 now, at 1,800,000. At 1,800,000, 1,900,000. 2 million. At 2 million.
2-1, sir.
2,100,000. At 2,000,001. At 2,000,001. Ahead of you in Hong
2
Kong.
million two, please, in Hong Kong.
200,000. Welcome back, Elaine. At
2.
2.2. With Elaine Holt now against both of you at 2,000,002. 2,300,000. At 2,000,003. At 2,000,003. At 2.3, Elaine, would you like 2.4? At 2,000,003, it is with you, Jesse.
2,000,005, please.
2,500,000.
2,000,005 in Hong Kong.
Sir.
2,600,000. At 2,006,000, Elaine. It's against you back here in New York at 2,006,000.
2,007,000, please.
2,700,000.
2-8, sir.
2,008,000. At 2,008,000.
3 million, please.
3 million. Try 3.2, Jesse. At 3 million. 3,200,000. Next would be 3.5, technically, Elaine, at 3,002,000 now. It's back here in New York. You're done. Thank you very much for your bidding at 3,002,000 with Jesse here in New York and selling for $3,200,000. Sold 3.2.
Thank you, sir. 1708.
1708. Lot number 10, ladies and gentlemen. The extraordinary Monet of the Parliament shown on your right here. Part of this mythical London series, probably, in fact, one of the best left in private hands. Out of this 19 paintings, 15 already in public institutions. And we should start here at $22 million, $24 million, at $24 million, $26 million now, at $26 million, $28 million now, at $28 million, at $28 million, $30 million in the room with the gentleman, at $30 million, at $30 million with the first bidder here, at $30 million in the room at Rockefeller Center, $32 million online, $35 million ahead of you in the room, at 35. At 35, I'll take 38, Alex, if you wish. At 35 million, ahead of you online, back in the room. 38 million with Mark Porter here, Christie's chairman. At 38, would you like 40? 40 million. At 40 million. At 40 million, still in the room, against both of you now. At 40 million. At $40 million, still with the gentleman here. At $40 million, against you online. 42 million. At 42 million now, back with Mark Porter. At 44 million. At 44, next is 46, you see. At 44 million, here it is, at 44 million.
45?
44 it is, still with you. Try Alex, 46. 46 million with you, Sipel Cannon. A new telephone. At 46, 48 million, back in the room now, against the three of you. At 48 million. At 48 million, 50 million, a new bidder with Marielos now, at 50 million, against both of you, Alex and you, 52 million, at 52 million, against the four of you now, at 52. Try 55. 54 million, at 54 with Marielos, against the three of you, at 54 million, with Marielos now, at 54. At 54 million. 55 million now. With UC Pilkanen, a global president here in New York, at 55 million, 56 million, straight away back in the room, at 56 against the three of you, and you, Alex, at 56 million. 57 million. 58 million. At 58 million, still against the three of you, at 58 million. At $58 million, still with the gentleman here, at 58 million. At 58 million, it is still with you, sir. At $58 million. 59 million, a new telephone with Connor Jordan. 60 million back with you, see now, against the five of you, at 60 million. At $60 million now. Back with you, see, against you, Con, but come back. At 60 million it is, try 62 perhaps, at 60 million. With you, see, against the four of you. 61. 61 million. At 61 million, back with Connor Jordan, at 61. 62 million. 63 million. At 63, against the four of you, still in the room. At 64 million. 63. 64 million, I got carried away. At 64 million now. At 64. Still with you, Sipil Kanen. Against the four of you. At $64 million. They're still here. At 64 million. With you, see, against you, Mark, Maria, Connor, at 64 million. At 65 million. $66 million. Are you sure? At 66 million. At 66 million. It's still with you, you see, against you, Mark, Connor, at 66 million. No regrets, Connor, for this masterpiece, one of the finest left in private hands. It's your last chance, selling otherwise to UC for $66 million, fair winning in Hong Kong, selling the Parliament for 66. Anytime. At 66, it's been a while. We have to be fair. I know we're defending the seller's interest at 66 million. But I know UC will find the right words. At 66 million. Mark, you can't disappoint us now. At 66. It is still with UC. And Connor, it's still time if you wish, at $66 million. It is still yours, indeed, at 66 million. Thank you all for your patience. Mark, I have to hurry you in a few seconds at $66 million, selling the Parliament to UC's telephone. Mark, give me a nod. Mark, give me a nod, just a nod. At 66 million. I'm afraid I really have to sell it now. We have to be fair at 66 million. So congratulations to UC. Bravo. For 66 million. And thank you. Lot number 11, the second wonderful Monet, the Peuplier, the finest to appear at auction in over a decade, shown on your screen. And we start here at 18, 22, 24 million, at $24 million, 25 million right away with Kai Kazarian, 26 million with Giovanna Battazzoni at 26 million now, at 26 million. With Giovanna Battazzoni, your vice chairman here in New York, at 26 million. Against you, Guy, at $26 million this year. 28 million. Welcome, Eleanor. Eleanor, no ties, right here on your right, at 28 million. With a new telephone, at 28 million against the three of you. At $28 million now. 30 million. With Vanessa Fusco. Hi, Vanessa. At 30 million now. Against the three of you. At 30 million. At $30 million. Giovanna. Eleanor, at 30 million. It is with you now at $30 million. And ahead of you in the room, for the poplars, at $30 million. Selling otherwise to Vanessa Fusco's telephone for $30 million. Are we all through? You see, Mark, at $30 million. Against you, all here. Still with you, Vanessa. At 30 million. And ahead of you in Hong Kong. And in the room. At 30 million. It is still here. With Vanessa Fusco, ahead of sale in New York. And against the three of you. At 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. Would you like 31, Vanessa? At 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. Do you want to try 31, Vanessa? At 30,500,000. 31 million. At 31 million. Against the four of you, still with Vanessa Fusco. Giovanna. At 31 million. With Vanessa, one more, Connor, selling otherwise. For 31 million. Do you want to try one more? 500. At $31 million. 500. At 31,500,000. Seems like it's yours, Connor. You sure, Vanessa? At 31,500,000 then. Last chance in the room and in Hong Kong. And selling the poplars for $31,500,000. Congratulations, Con. 31.5. To panel 1729. Lot 12, ladies and gentlemen, the Water Lily, the last lot of the Bass collection shown behind me, and formerly part of the Chicago Art Institute. And interest you, of course, and we start at 22, 24, 26 million now, at $26 million, at 26, 28 million, right away with Giovanna Battazzoni, at 28 million now, at $28 million. At 28 million, 30 million with Eleanor no ties now, 32 million back with Joe, at 32 million, at $32 million with Giovanna, 34 million, new bidder with Sian Chotko now, deputy chairman here in New York at 34, at 36 million, straight away back to Joe, at 36 against both of you, try 38, Eleanor, at 36 million, 38 million, it's against you, Eleanor, 40 million, back with Joe at 40 million, at $40 million now. At 42 million, back with Eleanor, at 42 million, 44 million, at 44 million against both of you, at 44.
45.
44 it is, still here, at 44 million, Try 46, either of you, at 44 million. At 44, it is here. Where's Giovanna? At $44 million. And we'll through at 44 million. At 44, still with Giovanna Bertazzoni's telephone.
45, please.
At 44 million.
45.
And because Sian tried 45, you know, I have to be, yes, she did. At 44 million. At 44, Sian, are you coming at 46? 46 million. Back with Eleanor. Thank God you saved me. At 46, with Eleanor at 46 million against the three of you now. Back with you at 46 million. At 46 million against you, Sian and Connor. At 46 million. Could try 47 now. At 46 million. With Eleanor no ties. And selling otherwise for $46 million.
47.
47 million. Back with Sian Chotko at 47. At 47 million. At 47 million. For the water lily, it is here. 48 million. Back with Connor. At $48 million. With Connor Jordan's telephone against the three of you. At 48 million. One more, Sian. At 48 million. It is still with you, Con. One more. At 48 million. Selling otherwise against both of you. With Connor Jordan's telephone. At 48 million.
48,500.
At 48,500,000.
Yes.
49 million, as long as it's quick, it's acceptable. At 49 million. Try 5. At 49 million. With Connor's telephone. At $49 million. Formerly in the Chicago Art Institute, Sian, perhaps remind this. At $49 million, it is with you, Connor, selling otherwise. At $49 million. Fair warning. Do you want to try one more, Sian? At 49 million, selling otherwise to Connor's telephone. At 49 it is. You sure? Thank you, Sian, Eleanor. We're all through. At $49 million, last chance in the room for the water lilies at 49 million. Sold to you, Connor, 49 million to paddle 1451. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the sale of the Anne Bass collection, which saw such a great participation. Please do stay with us until we move on to the 20th century evening sale in just 3 minutes from now, which will be followed by the sale of the Raptor as the final lot this evening. Thank you.
Modern art to me is nothing more than the expression of contemporary aims. The modern artist is living in a mechanical age, expressing the energy, the motion, and other inner forces. It seems to me that the modern painter cannot express this age. Each age finds its own technique. I happen to find ways that are different from the usual techniques of painting. After a while, you may like it or may not, but I think at least give it a chance.
1970s New York City. Sandra Gilman was just beginning to make her mark on the art world. She was the epitome of a modern woman. Revered philanthropist and patron of the arts, she was one of the first to champion photography as art, and she established strong bonds with cultural institutions like the Whitney and Tony Awards. Her collection of post-war and contemporary art as well as photography is an extension of her legacy and gives us a glimpse into her generous and refined spirit. Focusing on living artists of her time, she curated dazzling contemporary masterpieces. Ed Ruscha, Kenneth Noland, Ellsworth Kelly, Andy Warhol. Her first purchase, a large-scale 10-foot Frank Stella. Bold, bright, provocative. Her collection is anything but simple. Her approach, however, was. She bought art she fell in love with.
Good evening and welcome back to for the 20th Century Evening Sale. Tonight's auction will include property from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, the Martin Margulis Foundation, the estate of Sandra Gilman, the Roy Collection, the Emily and Jerry Spiegel Collection, the Laura Keen-Steams Collection, and finally the Vollard Collection. Before we begin, please note that lot 56, Renoir, La Fête de Pan, towards the end of the sale, will be sold without reserve. We wanted to find a way to keep you in the room until then. Please note that in addition to those lots marked in the catalogue with relevant symbols, each of the following lots has a guarantee fully or partially financed by a third party who may be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. Lots 25, 27, 32, 33, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 50, and 55. Finally, only lots 35 and 47 have been withdrawn from this evening's sale. And with that, we should start right away with lot 13, the Ruth Asawa, 1955. This early work, which was recently exhibited at the Musée Pompidou and Guggenheim, shown on the screen, and we start here at 500,000 and 50, 650,000 now, at 700,000 right away, South Finland at 700,000 and 50, at 750,000, 800,000, back with you, Kat, at 800,000 and 50, sir, at 800,000 with you, at 800,000 it is with you. At 800,050, back with you, honey. At 850, 900,000, back with Kat. At 900,000, 950, with the gentleman here. At 950, 1 million. At 1 million with Ronnie against the three of you. At 1 million, would you like 1-1? At $1 million. At 1 million, it is here with Ronnie against the three of you and you, sir. 1,100,000 ahead of you, Kat. At 1,000,001. At 1,000,001. 1,000,002. At 1,000,002 in the room. Would you like 1-3? At 1,200,000. It's up. 1,300,000. 1,004,000. 1,500,000. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000, still with the gentleman here up front against you, Ronnie. At 1,600,000. Are we all done? At 1,600,000, Kat. We're out. At 1,600,000, selling against you in Hong Kong. At 1,600,000, still with you here. And selling at 1,600,000. Sold 1/6 to panel 623. Lot 14, the Hout Pindel from the collection of Norma and William Roth. And for this early work, we should start here at 240, 60, 280, 500,000, right away. And 50 with Siatchatko, 600,000 and 50, 700,000 at 700,000 here. And 50, new bidder here with Ali at 750. At 750,000, 800,000, back with Barrett White at 800, is that a bid? And 50 with the lady here at 850 against the four of you now, at 850. At 850,000, you are 900,000, would you like 50? At 900,000, it's ahead of you. At 900,000. With you, Ali, at 900,000. Any more? At 900,000, it is with you for the early Pindel, selling for $900,000. One more. At 900,000. Fair warning, selling otherwise to Ali's telephone. Is that a bid? No, that's what I'm saying. At $900,000. Would you like to bid 950? At 900, selling otherwise to Ali's telephone. Fair warning, at $900,000. So 900 to panel 1929. Lot 15, beautiful colored portrait of François Gillot by Picasso, lot 15 shown on your screen. And we should start here at 950, 1,100,000, at 1,100,000 now, at 1,000,001, at 1,100,000 now, at 1,100,000 now, at $1,100,000, at 1,000,001, at $1,100,000. Set up you 1,200,000 with you, Chi, of course, at 1,200,000 with Chi. At 1,300,000, welcome, madam. At 1,300,000 now. At 1,400,000 with the gentleman here. At 1,400,000. Against both of you. At 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. 1,500,000. And six. And six, yes. At 1,000,000 and six. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. It's against both of you. With the gentleman here at 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. It's now with Chi's telephone at 1,700,000. 1,800,000. At 1,800,000. And 50? Is that? And 50. 1,850,000. At 1,850,000. 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. No, you're out. Thank you. Selling then to the lady. Against you, sir. For 1,900,000. We could try one more. Selling otherwise. At 1,900,000. Last chance to the rest of the room and Hong Kong. At $1,900,000. Going away to you here. At 1,900,000. No regrets. At 1,900,000. Sold to you to paddle 645. Lot 16, ladies and gentlemen, the superb Tête de Fernand shown here, the sensational Picasso sculpture, groundbreaking subject, the majority of which are now in museums, and the last one of which sold over 2 decades ago, and consigned by the Metropolitan Museum of Art to benefit its acquisition fund. And we should start here at $22 million, 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 $24 million now, at $24 million, at $24 million now, at $24 million, at $26 million with Connor Jordan, the first telephone now, at $26 million, at $26 million, $28 million with Max Carter, at $28 million with $30 million, a third telephone with Anna Maria Celis now, at $30 million against both of you, at $30 million now. With Anna Maria Celis at 32 million. At 32, it's taken by Connor Jordan at 35 million. Straight away back with Anna Maria at 35 million. At 38 million. New telephone with Alex Rothko against the three of you now.
36.
At 36 million it was. 36 it is. 38, Connor? 40 million. Straight away back with Anna Maria. At 40 million against the three of you now. At $40 million now. At 40 million. At $40 million. Next is 42. At 40 million. Still with Anna Maria Celis at 40 million. At $40 million for the Tête de Fernand shown here, consigned by the Met at $40 million. at 40. Against you, Connor and Alex, 41 million. $42 million. At $42 million. It is still with Anamaya Sellis, our head of sale here in New York. Against you, Max, Connor, and Alex at $42 million. And selling for $42 million against the three of you with Anamaya Sellis telephone against you in the room in Hong Kong and online, selling the Tête de Fernand for $42 million. Last chance, everyone, at $42 million. Congratulations, Anamaya. Paddle 1998. Thank you very much. On to lot 17, the Georgia O'Keeffe, sold by the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. Lot 17, and for this Sunflower from Maggie, 1937, an early work, start here at $3,800,000, at $3,800,000, $4 million, at $4 million, at $4,200,000, of course, at $4,200,000 now, at $4,200,000, at $4,200,000, at $4,200,000 for the O'Keeffe, at $4,200,000 now, at $4,200,000, at $4,200,000. So ahead of you here for $4,200,000. At $4,200,000 for the O'Keeffe Sunflower, at $4,500,000, at $4,500,000 now, at $4,500,000, at $4,500,000, at $4,800,000, at $4,800,000. What should we do? At $4,800,000. At $4,800,000. Any more? At $4,800,000 then. Fair warning. At $4,800,000. Last chance, Jesse. At $4,800,000. Fair warning. At $4,800,000. It's against you in Hong Kong. At $4,800,000. It's a pass. On to lot 18. Lot 18 for this superb snow scene shown on your left. This early Monet, which was last exhibited publicly at the 4th Impressionist exhibition in 1879, and which has remained in the same family for the last 3 generations. And we start here at $4 million, $14 million, $15 million, at $15 million, $16 million right away with Max Carter. At $16 million, of course. At $16 million now. At $16 million, it is with Max Carter at $16 million. At $16 million now, with Max Carter, $17 million. At 17 now, $18 million. At $18 million, at 18. At $18 million, back with you, Max. At $18 million for the snow scene. At $18 million, with you then. Painted in Argenteuil. At $18 million. Fair winning to the room and selling for $18 million against you, Barrett. And you see 19 or 20? 19 million. At 19 million now. At $19 million. It's still with you, you see, against you, Max and Sian. 20 million. $22 million. At $22 million. No, at $22 million, still with UC Pilkanen's telephone. And selling then, Max, roll through, at $22 million, last chance in the room, at $22 million, and selling to UC's telephone at 22 million. Sold 22 to panel 1766 for 22. Thank you. Lot 19, ladies and gentlemen, the Bill & Kooning shown on your left here, 1977, and in the same collection since 1988, and previously exhibited at the St. Louis Art Museum. And for this superb picture, we should start here at 17 million, 18 million, at 18 million, 19 million with John Simkowiak here, at 19 million now, at $19 million now, at 19 million, at $19 million, at 19 it is, at 20 million now, at 20 million, 21 million, at 21 million, back with John Simkowiak now, at $21 million.
500, sir, please.
500 with Alex Rotter now. No, it's with Alex at 21 million 5. Against both of you at 21,500,000, at 21,500,000, at 21,500,000 with Alex Rotter, and selling for $21,500,000. Fair warning here, and selling to Alex's telephone for $21,500,000. Last chance, Joanna, at 21,500,000. Barrett, you're out, 21,500,000. Fair warning in Hong Kong. At 21,500,000. Sold to you, Alex.
Thank you, sir. It is
1962. The Joan Mitchell, lot 20, the 1969 work, shown on the screen. Painted the same year as the world auction record for the artist, and we start you at 4,800,000, 5,555,000, at 5,500,000, at 5,500,000. At 5,500,000 for the large Mitchell, at 5,500,000. Notes ahead of you online, at 5,500,000. At 5,500,000. At 5,500,000 now. 6 million. At 6 million with UC Pilkanen's telephone now, at 6 million. At $6 million now. So ahead of you here, with UC's telephone, at $6 million. Fair one, 6,500,000. 7 million. At 7 million. At 7 million then, it is back with you, you see, and selling for $7 million. For 7 million. 7 million 5, Olivier. 7 million 2 with Olivier Camus. At 7 million 2. Would you like 7.5, you see? At 7 million 2. 7,500,000. Would you like 7.8, Olivier? At 7,500,000. Olivier, at 7,500,000, selling otherwise, give me a nod. At 7,500,000. It is for you then, selling the Mitchell for $7,500,000. Sold 7.5, paddle 1766. Lot 21, ladies and gentlemen. The Pollock shown here. On your left, a seminal drip painting included in two major Pollock retrospectives at MoMA in 67 and 88, executed in 1949. And for this magnificent work, we should start here at 40 million, at $40 million, 42 million, at $42 million, 44 million now, at $44 million, at 44 million, 46 million, at $46 million now, at 46 million, at $46 million now, at 46 million, at $46 million, at 46 million, at 46 for the Pollock. And it's against you here at 46 million, at 46 million still, yes, at 46, fair warning here, against you here at $46 million. Are we all through? At 47 million with Grady, hi Grady, at 47 million, what should we do? At 47 million. It is on the telephone now, at 47 million for the Pollock masterpiece, shown here, and selling otherwise for 47 million. Are we sure? At 47 million, then still with you, and selling against all of you here to Grady's telephone for $47 million. The Pollock is sold. Congratulations to panel 1943. Lot 22. A Cézanne coming directly from the Vollard collection shown on the screen. A Carrière de Bibémus, most of which are now in museums. And we should start here at 3,000,008, 4,000,000, at $4 million, at $4 million, 4,200,000 now, at 4,200,000, 4,500,000 with a lady here, at 4,500,000, at 4,500,000 with a lady here, up 4,800,000, 5 million, at 5 million, it's up front, at $5 million. At 5 million, it is with the lady in the room for the Cézanne and selling otherwise at $5 million. We sure? At 5 million, against the telephones and the rest of the room, selling to the lady, $5 million, the Cézanne, fair warning here, at $5 million, last chance everyone, and online, 5 million it is. Congratulations, 5 million. Paddle 551. On to lot 23. Champ près des Alpilles. Superb Van Gogh from the Saint-Rémy period. For the first time at auction and formerly in the Yves Saint Laurent collection, painted in 89. And we start here at $35 million, at $35 million, at $35 million, $38 million, at $38 million, at $38 million, $40 million now, at $40 million now, at $40 million, at $40 million, at $40 million. It's a review here at 42 million, at $42 million with Sian Chotko, at 42 million, at 42. It is still with you here at 42 million, 44 million, at 44 million now, at 44, at $44 million now, 45 million, at $45 million. Back with Sian Chotko, Deputy Chairman here in New York, at 45. At $45 million. What should we do? At 45 million, it is with you for now, at 45 million, ahead of you there in Hong Kong and online, and on all the telephones here, at $45 million, still with Sian, fair warning to the rest of the room, selling otherwise, for $45 million, still with Sian Chotko. I see you waving, but I can't hear you yet. At 45 million.
睇下抄啊，快點啊！
I couldn't hear that. I'm seeing a great wave, which is very encouraging, but in the end, no. At 45 then, what are we doing? We're still waiting for you. Hi. How are you doing? At 45 million. It's a new sign. At 45 then, still with Sian, against you, Evelyn. At 45 million, against you, Evelyn. Elaine, I think you're still speaking, or I'm guessing it, behind your mask. At 45 million, fair warning, and selling then to Sian Chotko's telephone. I have to hurry you. Congratulations, Sian. Paddle 1910 for $45 million. Lot 24, the monumental skull, Andy Warhol skull, which is part of this large size series, the majority of which are now in museums, and I acquired directly from the Andy Warhol Foundation. And we start here at 17 million, $18 million now, at 18 million, at $18 million, at $18 million, 19 million with Alex Rotter at 19 million now, at 19 million with Alex Rotter at 20 million, at 20 million now, 22 million, at $22 million now, back with Alex Rotter, at 22 million. No? At 22 million then, with Alex, and selling the skull for $22 million, fair warning up front. At 22 million, the skull is yours. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, sir.
Paddle
1984.
1984. On to lot 25. Champ d'avoine et de coquelicot. A superb Monet, which stayed in the same collection in France also for 3 generations in a row. The 3 other puppies of which are now in museums. And we should start here at 9,500,000 now, at 9,500,000. At
Bidding
9
in
million,
Hong Kong.
$10 million with you, Imo. At $10 million with Imogen Kerr in Hong Kong. Welcome, Imo. At $10 million with you in Hong Kong at 10 million. Ahead of you here in the room. At 10 million, 11 million now. At 11 million.
Bidding in Hong Kong.
12 million. At 12 million, back with Imo. At $12 million. At $12 million, it is with you for now. At $12 million. At 12 million, what shall we do? At 12 million, it is still with you in Hong Kong and selling, unless someone else comes in, to you, Imo, last chance in the room and on the phones for $12 million. Fair warning, Sonia, at 12 million. Congratulations. At 12 million, paddle 8952. Lot 26, the Grace Hartigan, early November, shown on the screen. Lot 26. And we start here at 550, 650, at 650,000. 700,000, right away with an MIS at 700,000. And 50. 800,000. At 800,000 with an MIS here. At 850. Welcome, madam. At 850 with a lady. 900? 900,000. And 50? And 50. 1 million. 100. No, at 1,100,000 with you, madam. At 1,000,001 against you behind. At 1,100,000 here. At 1,000,001 for the Hartigan. At 1,100,000 still with you. And selling for 1,000,001. Fair warning to the rest of the room. The Hartigan, last chance on the telephones, is selling for $1,100,000 to you, madam. Paddle 508. On to lot 27. The seated woman by the Kooning that you've all seen coming through the plaza. 3 versions of which are now in museums. And we should start here at $5 million, $5,500,000. At $5,500,000 now. $6 million with Emily Kaplan ahead of sale here. At $6 million, of course. At $6 million for the large de Kooning. At $6,500,000. At $6,500,000. $7 million. At $7 million, back with Emily. At $7 million, it is for you for now. At $7 million. At $7 million for the monumental sculpture coming from the Margulis Foundation. At $7 million. Selling to you otherwise. Fair warning to the rest of the room for $7 million. Are we all through? Online or in Hong Kong at $7 million it is. Selling to you, Emily. 1983. The Ed Ruscha, lot 28, the first one from the property from the Laura Lee Stearns collection. No Sleep, depicting the artist and his brother. A charming image, 1965. And interest you, of course, at 1,123,000, at 1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000. 1,500,000 with the first telephone with Anna Maria Celis now. At 1,500,000. At 1,500,000. 1,600,000 with Joanna Flaum. The head of department here in New York at 1,600,000. 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. Would you like 1,800,000? At 1,800,000. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. 2 million. With the lady here. New bidder in the room at 2 million. At $2 million. Against both of you. At 2 million. At $2 million. Still with you, madam. 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. With you, Anna Maria. At 2,200,000, Joanna. At 2,200,000. Selling then. We sure? You could try 2,300,000 if you wish. Selling otherwise for 2,000,000, 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. 2,400,000. 2,500,000. At 2,400,000. It is back here. Thank you for your bidding. And selling to Anna Maria Celis' telephone for $2,400,000. Is that a bid? Are you bidding? It's 2,400,000. Next is 2,500,000. At 2,000,004, sold to you. Topal 1945. Lot 29, the Eddie Barnes iconic picture, the Sugar Shack, an iconic image from 1976. We have about 22 telephones, almost. And we start here at 120, 30, 50, 60, 80, 90, 220, 40, 600,000, and 50, 700,000 with you, sir, at 700,000, and 50, 800,000 with Paul Nizam. Welcome, Paul. At 850 with you, madam. At 850,000 with the lady here. At 850, 900,000. Welcome, sir. At 950, back with you at 950. Would you like $1 million? At $1 million. At 1,100,000. At 1,000,001. Say two. At 1,200,000. 1,300,000. 1,400,000. At 1,004,000. At 1,004,000. It is still with you. At 1,400,000. 1,500,000 with Margot Morel. Our evening sale catalog at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 now. At 1,600,000, still with you, sir. At 1,700,000. A new telephone here. At 1,700,000. 1,800,000. 2 million? 2 million. 2 million. There you go, at 2 million. At $2 million. With a determined bidder. At $2 million. With the gentleman here, don't be intimidated. At 2,100,000 with a new bidder here. 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. At 2,300,000, it is still with you. At 2,300,000. 2,400,000. 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. 2,600,000. 2,700,000. 2,800,000. 2,900,000. 3 million. 3,200,000, 3,500,000. What should we do? 3,200,000, 3,200,000. Would you like 3,500,000, sir? At 3,200,000 now. It's back in the room. 3,500,000. Would you like 3,800,000? 3,800,000. Would you like 4,000 at 3,800,000 for the Eddie Barnes? In the back of the room. 4 million. Would you like 4,200,000? 4,200,000. At 4,200,000. Would you like 4,500,000? At 4,300,000. Would you like 4,400,000? At 4,300,000. $4,400,000. $4,500,000. Should we try 4,600,000? 4,600,000. $4,800,000. 5 million. I was missing your voice. At 5 million. Would you like 5,200,000? At $5 million. At 5,100,000. $5,200,000. $5,300,000. $5,500,000. $5,800,000. That was $5,800,000. $5,800,000. $6 million. $6,200,000. $7 million. $7,500,000. $8,500,000. 9 million. 9-1? 9,100,000. 9,200,000. 9.3, 9.5, what should we do? 9,300,000. 9,400,000. 9,500,000. 9,600,000. 9,700,000. 9,700,000. 10 million. 10,500,000. 11 million. 12 million. 12 billion. It is still with you, sir. What should we do? 12,500,000. 12,600,000. 12,700,000. 12,800,000. 12,800,000. It is still with you. 12,900,000. $13 million. Thank you very much for your bidding. At 13 million, it is then with you, sir. Congratulations for $13 million. Bravo. Thank you both. Paddle 653. Thank you both very, very much. A beautiful performance. Yes, we will frame it. Thank you. Moving on to yet another historic picture in a slightly different type, a lot 30. This historic image that we're also familiar with. The Leutzer shown here on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the pendant of which you're so familiar with, hanging now at the Metropolitan Museum. This one having been on loan for decades at the White House. And for this historic piece, we should start here at $10 million, $11 million, at $11 million, $12 million, at $12 million now, at $12 million, $13 million, with you, madam, at $13 million, with the lady in the room, at $13 million. At 13 million it is, with you, madam, at 13 million, 14 million, at 15 million, at $15 million, back in the room, at 15. At 15 million, it is still with you here, at 15, 16 million, with Connor Jordan, 17 million, at 17, 18 million, 19 million, 20 million, 22 million, still with you, madam, at 22. At $22 million. $24 million. At $24 million. With Connor Jordan. At $24 million.
25.
$25 million. A new telephone with Alex Rutter now. At $25 million.
26.
$26 million.
27.
$27 million. $28 million.
29.
$29 million. $30 million.
.5, please.
0.5. At 30,500,000 out with Alex Rutter's telephone. At 30,500,000 for the Leutzer. With Alex Rutter. At 30 million, 31 million, a new telephone with Mark Porter, Christie's president here. At 31 million now.
500, please.
500. 32 million. 500. 33 million. 500. 34 million. 500. 35 million. 500. 36 million.
500.
500. 37,500,000. 38 million. 500. You've set a trend, Alex. At 38.5. 39 million. 39 million now. It is with Alex Rothko. Against Mark's telephone. Against you, madam. At 39 million. It's still with you. And against you, Con. At $39 million. Selling then to Alex's telephone for $39 million. Fair winning to the room and the phones. And selling the Leutzer for $39 million. Congratulations, Alex. 39 it is. To paddle 1450. Lot 31. Lot 31. The Renoir portrait of Berthe Morisot and her daughter Julie Manet, formerly in the Rothko collection. And we should start here at $7,500,000, at $7,500,000, $8 million now, at $8,500,000 now, at $8,500,000, at $8,500,000, at $8,500,000, at $8,500,000 now, at $9 million with Mark Porter now, at $9 million, at $9 million it is 500, at $9,500,000 now, at $9,500,000 now, at $9,500,000. At $9,500,000, it's against you at 9.5, 10 million, at 10 million, at $10 million with Mark Porter here, and ahead of you here, 11 million new telephone with Vanessa Fusco at 11 million. Next would be 12 at $11 million with Vanessa Fusco ahead of sale here in New York at 11 million. At $11 million. At 11,500. At 12 million. $500. $13 million. $500. $14 million. $500. $15 million. $500. $16 million. $500. $17 million. At 17 million, with Vanessa's telephone, 500. $18 million. $500. $19 million. $500. $20 million. $21.5. 0.5, 20 million 5. $21 million. At 21 million then, it's going away to Vanessa Fusco's telephone. At $21 million. Fair warning mark. At 21 million. Thank you very much. Selling to you, Vanessa, for 21 million. Congratulations. Title 1928. Bravo, Vanessa. Renoir is back. On to lot 32. Last Monet of this sale, L'Arbre en Boule. Lot 32. And we should start you at 4 million, 8, 5 million, 5 million, 500,000, 5 million, 5 at 5 million, 500,000 now. $6 million with you in more in Hong Kong. At $6 million. It is here with you at 6 million. At $6 million. At $6 million with Imo in Hong Kong. At $6 million. At 6,500,000 now. At 6 million 5.
Bidding in Hong Kong.
$7 million back with you. At 7 million. Still with you, Imo. At 7 million. It's against you, Joe. At $7 million with Imo. At 7 million. What should we do? 7,500,000. A new bidder here. With you, Sipil Cannon. At 7 million 5. Against both of you. At 7,500,000. At 7,500,000 now. At 7 million 5. It's against both of you. At 7 million 5. It is with you, Sipil Cannon's telephone.
Bidding in Hong Kong.
8 million. Back with you, Imo. At 8 million. 500,000. At 8 million 5. It's here with you, Sipil Cannon's telephone in New York against both of you. At 8 million 5. at 8,500,000. No, thank you, Imo. Selling then to you, you see, and against you, Ada, at $8,500,000. Fair warning, Imo. Selling then at $8,500,000 for you then, at $8,500,000 to paddle 1798.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, see. On to lot 33. Lot 33, the salmons from the Livestream's collection. Lot 33. And starting here at 850, 900,000 now, at 900,050 with Anna Maria Celisier at 950,000, at $950,000 now, at 950,000, $1 million, of course, at 1,100,000, at 1,000,001, at 1,100,000. Back with Anna Maria. 1,150 with Max Carter at 1,150. At 1,150,000. It is now with Max against Anna Maria and selling then for 1,150,000. I will through at 1,150,000. Sold to you, Max.
1964.
1964. The Adams Martin, lot 34, the first lot from the estate of Sandra Gilman, shown here on the screen, lot 34. And start here at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,900,000 now at 1,900,000 only. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000 for the Martin. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. Any advance? For 1,900,000, and we'll through. At 1,900,000. It's against you here for 1 million, 2 million. At 2 million now. At $2 million. No, at 2 million. At $2 million then. Fair warning to the rest of the room for 2,200,000. Welcome, madam. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. It is here with the lady against you at 2,200,000. At 2,200,000 then with you and 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 now. So against you, I'm afraid, at 2,400,000, 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. No, it's back with you then at 2,600,000 and selling to the lady for $2,600,000. Congratulations, 2,600,000. And your paddle is 617. On to lot 36, the Léger. Les Deux Acrobates, 1918, a beautiful work. Shown here, and $6 million, certainly at $6,500,000 now at $6,500,000. At $6,500,000. $7 million with Max Carter, right away at 7. At $7 million with Max Carter. At $7,500,000 now. At $7,500,000, $8 million. At $8 million. With Max Carter now. At $8 million on the telephone here. At 8 million. It is here with you for $8 million.
Sir?
8,500,000 with Marielos at 8,500,000. At 8,500,000. So against you, Max, with Marielos now at 8 million, 9 million. $9,500,000. At 9 million. 10 million, new telephone with Isabelle de la Bruyère here, head of a client advisory in Europe, with us in New York at 10 million, against both of you, at 10,500,000. At 10,500,000. 11 million. At 11 million. 11,500,000. $12 million. At 12 million, then it is for you, Isabelle, against you, Max, Maria, and Alex, for $12 million, selling the Léger, 1918, for $12 million. Fair warning here, at $12 million. Sold to you, paddle 1907. On to lot 37, the Blinky Palermo from the Emily and Jerry Spiegel collection. Beautiful early work. And we start here at 3,800,000, 4,200,000 now at 4,200,000. At 4,400,000 right away with Alex Rothko, of course, at 4,400,000 now. At 4,400,000. At 4,400,000. At 4,600,000. 4,500,000. At 4,500,000 here in the room. At 4,500,000 with the gentleman here. At 4,500,000. At 4,500,000 it is. With you still. At 4,500,000. At 4,550,000. At 4,550,000. At 4,550,000. Would you like 4,600,000? At 4,550,000 it is for you. 4,600,000. And 50. At 4,650,000 then, selling, we show. At 4,650,000. It is yours, Alex. Paddle 1959. Thank you. On to lot 38, the beautiful mirror, which is not in your catalog, but on the screen. Lot 38, L'Étoile, 1927 early work, which was formerly owned by Billy Wilder, Penrose, and in the Gaffey collection. And we should start here at $4 million, 4,200,000 now at 4,200,000. At 4,200,000, 4,500,000 right away with Connor Jordan, of course, at 4,500,000. At 4,800,000 with Cat Whiting. At $5 million. At $5 million now with Connor. At $5 million with Connor Jordan. At $5 million it is. With you here at $5 million. At $5 million it is. Still with you. At $5 million, Cat. At $5 million, selling to you otherwise. This beautiful work. Do you want to try 5.2? At $5 million. At $5 million. Still with Connor Jordan, against you here and in the room, and selling for $5 million. Sold to you, Connor, paddle 1973. On to lot 39. 39, the Klein monogold shown on the screen, 1961. And we start here at 2,200,000, 2,400,000 now. At 2,600,000, right away with Isabelle de la Bruyere at 2,600,000. At 2,600,000, 2,800,000 now. 3 million. At $3 million. Are you coming back? At $3 million, it is with you, Isabelle, for the monogold. At $3 million for the Klein. At 3,200,000. Welcome, madam. At 3,200,000. Would you like 3.5? At 3,200,000, then it is for you. At 3,500,000. Would you like 3.8? It's 3.5. Next would be 3.8, ideally. $3,800,000. 3,900,000. At 4 million. At 4 million. It is here, 4,100,000. You're sure? Thank you. At 4,100,000 then, selling to the gentleman for $4,100,000 at 4,100,000. Sold to you to paddle 515. The Giacometti lot 40, Femme Debout. And for this lifetime bronze poseuse numéro 1, starting here at 1,100,000, 1,200,000, at 1,200,000 now. At 1,300,000, right away with Joanna Flom at 1,300,000, at 1,300,000 now. At 1,300,000 with Joanna Flom, the head of department here, at 1,300,000. 1,400,000 ahead of you, Christian, with the lady. 1,500,000. Would you like 1,600,000, madam? At 1,500,000, it's back with Joanna. Against you, Christian, as well. 1,600,000. Back with the lady here in New York. 1,600,000 ahead of you, Christian, but I'll take 1,700,000. 1,700,000 with the gentleman now at 1,700,000. Would you like 1,800,000? at 1,700,000 with a new bidder, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, 1,800,000, at 1,000,008. Would you like 1,900,000? At 1,000,008, it is still with you. Against you, Joanna, Sir, and Christian, at 1,000,008 and selling for $1,800,000. Christian, you still with us?
Bidding in Hong Kong.
1,900,000. Welcome back, Christian, at 1,900,000. Would you like 2, madam? At 1,900,000, then, it is back with you, Christian. Thank you for your bids. And selling for $1 million, $1,900,000, more precisely, to Christian Albu. No regrets. And selling for $1,900,000. Thank you, Christian. To paddle 8951. Lot 41, the wonderful baselits from the Hero series shown on the screen. A very rare and early work. And we start here at $5 million, $5,500,000, $6 million, at $6 million, $6,500,000, right away with Alex Marshall, at $6,500,000, our senior specialist from California, at $6,500,000. It is with you here at $6,500,000. For the baselits from the Hero series, and against you, Alex, at $6,500,000. Still with you, against you online, at $6,500,000. At $6,500,000, then, it is for you. And selling against you here to Alex Marshall, fair winning in the room, sold 6.5, paddle 1902. L'Arlésienne, lot 42, the portrait of Lee Miller, 1937, and starting here right away at 8,500,000, at 8,500,000, 9 million with Giovanna Pattazzoni here at 9 million, at $9 million with Giovanna. At $9 million, it is here with you, Giovanna. 9,500,000 with Sian Chotko. 10 million. At 10 million. Back with you, Joe. At $10 million. Would you like 11? At 11 million. At 11 million with you, Sian. Thank you, Joe. And selling then for $11 million. Lee Miller is going to you, Sian, for $11 million. 200, I'm afraid, but would you like 11,500,000? At 11,200,000, it's against you. Would you like 11,500,000, Sian? It's here in the room. At 11,200,000, I'll take 11,400,000. You know what I mean? At 11,200,000, it is here in the room. 11,400,000. Would you like 11,600,000? At 11,400,000. At 11,400,000. $11,600,000. At 11,600,000. One more, Sian. At 11,600,000, then, selling here in the room otherwise for 11,600,000. One more. At 11,600,000, I think it's yours, for $11,600,000. Sian? It's yours at 11,600,000, paddle number something. On to lot 43, 646. Thank you. On to lot 43, the Andy Warhol, Eva Mudocci after Munch, shown on your screen. And we start here at $3 million, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000 now, at $3,200,000, $3,500,000 with Tanbo, of course, at $3,500,000, at $3,500,000, $3,800,000, at $3,800,000, at $3,800,000, $4 million, at $4 million now. At $4 million. Back with you, Tanbo. At $4 million. At $4 million. It is for you, for now, at $4 million and selling the wall for $4 million. Are we all through? At $4 million. At $4 million it is. For you, Tanbo. Paddle 1974. The Ed Rouchet, lot 44, from the Royalist Teams collection, 1969. And we start here at $950,000, $1 million, at 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 $1 million. For the Ed Rouchet, at $1 million, at $1 million against several telephones. Who will be first to come in? At $1 million, at $1 million then. 1,100,000 to Alessandro, welcome. At 1,100,000, it is for you, Ali. At 1,200,000, 1,300,000. At 1,300,000 now, it is still with you, Ali. At 1,300,000, here on the telephone, against you in the room. For 1,300,000, and selling for 1,300,000. No regrets in the room. At 1,300,000, last chance, going away to Alessandro's telephone for $1,300,000 to PAL 1999. On to lot 45, the Wayne Thiebaud, Little Delhi. Lot 45 and 2,468,000, 3 million, 3 million it is at $3 million, 3,200,000 right away, right at 3,200,000, at 3,200,000, at 3,200,000, at 3,200,000, 3,400,000, 3,600,000, at 3,600,000. No, with you then at 3,600,000, still with Barrett White's telephone, and selling for 3,600,000. Ahead of you in the room at 3,600,000. Last chance online at 3,600,000 for the Thiebaud. At 3,600,000 it is. Any advance above $3,600,000. It's yours, Barrett.
Thank you, sir. 1960.
1960, the Pesaro, lot 46, 4 million in the collection of Nancy Lee and Perry Bass. Lot 46, Le Jardin des Tuileries, and 400,000, Sasmier 450, 550, 600 with you, sir. 650. At 650 with the gentleman behind you. At 650,000. It is here against you. 700,000. At 700,000 against both of you. At $700,000 then, on my right. No, both letting it go for $700,000 to Sarah Eltamer's telephone. 750 to Keith Gill, our head of department here in London. At 750 with you, Keith. At 750,000 against you, Sarah. Would you like 800? At 750 it is, still with you. At 750,000. Sarah? At 750. One more?
780.
Try 800. At 750, just try. At 750 it is with you, Keith. At $750,000. Sarah? At 750 for the Tuileries. It's only the beginning. At $750,000.
Okay. 780.
780,000.
2 million.
800,000. At 800, it is back with you, Keith. Thank you. And still against you both for $800,000 and selling for 800 to PAL 1932. Lot 47 is withdrawn onto lot 48, the Seurat, a study of La Grande Jatte shown on your screen, lot 48. And for this beautiful image, starting at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, at 1,800,000 with Andres Lattinger, with you, at 1,800,000 for the Seurat, at 1,800,000, it is with you here for 1,800,000, 1,900,000, back with Sarah at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000. 2 million with Anika, 2,200,000. At 2,200,000, at 2,200,000. No, this is 2,500,000, 2,800,000. At 2 million, 3 million, at $3 million. At $3 million, I'll take 3,100,000, 3,100,000. At 3,100,000 now, with Sarah, at 3,100,000. At 3,100,000. 3,200,000. 3,300,000. With Sarah at 3,300,000. Against Janica at 3,300,000. It is here and selling Anika one more, 3,400,000 at 3,350 if it's quick. Sarah, 2,400,000. At 3,000,004, it is still with you, don't worry. At 3,000,004 with Sarah. Annika, I have to hurry you. At 3,400,000. Fair warning, I think it's yours, Sarah, and selling for $3,400,000. About 1948, congratulations. On to lot number 49, ladies and gentlemen, the Morisot from the Rothko collection, portrait of Julie Rêveuse. Please note that a party with an interest in the lot, with knowledge of the lot's reserve or other material information may be bidding on the lot, lot 49. And starting here at 758, 59, 50, 1 million with me already in the book at 1 million. At $1 million. It is with me in the book at 1 million. 1,100,000, 1,000,002, 1,2 with me. Would you like 1,3, Joanna? 1,003, 1,4. 1,5, 1,6. 1,7, 1,8. Still with me at 1,8. 1,000,009, 2 million. At 2 million against the three of you. At 2,200,000, 2,400,000. Still with maps in Tibet against you, Chie. Specialist from a Tokyo office here at 2,000,004. I can't, I'm afraid, but I'll take 2,600,000 if you want. At 2,000,004, because I have 2,000,005 with me in the book. 2,000,006 with you now. At 2,600,000 with Chie. At 2,600,000. It is with you, Chie. Against both of you now. For the Julie. At 2,600,000 and against you, Guillaume. At 2,600,000. Selling then, Joanna, Sian, for $2,600,000. I will through, Olivier. At 2,600,000, still with you. At $2,600,000. Sian, give me a nod. 2,600,000 for you. Battle 1923. Lot 50, Femme dans l'Atelier, part of this wonderful series of 1956, which he will re-explore a few years later, 1963, more or less. And for this beautiful image, we start here at 2,008,000, 3,000,000, 3,000,000, at $3 million, at 3,200,000, right away with Connor Jordan, at 3,002,000, at 3,002,000, 3,005,000, at 3,500,000 now, at 3,007,000 if you wish, at 3,700,000 now with Connor Jordan, at 3,700,000. It is with you for now, at 3,700,000 and ahead of you online, at 3,700,000, still with Connor Jordan here and ahead of you in the room, at 3,700,000 with Connor Jordan and selling the Femme dans l'Atelier with you for $3,700,000. Last chance at 3,700,000. Sold 3,700,000 to Paddle 1979. Lot 51, the Miro. Personnage et oiseau devant le soleil. And for this 1963 work, 900,000 and 1,100,000 at 1,100,000 only. At 1,100,000 for the late Miro. At 1,100,000. At 1,100,000. 1,200,000 with Tanbo. At 1,200,000 it is here on the telephone for 1,200,000, 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. At 1,300,000 now. At 1,300,000. 1,400,000. At 1,400,000, Keith. At 1,400,000 then, it is back to you and selling the Miro for $1,400,000. Fair warning the room and selling for 1,400,000. Sold 1,400,000 to Paddle 1926. The Ken Nolan Lot 52 from the estate of Sandra Gilman. This early work, 1959. And we start here at 1,700,000, 1,800,000, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, at 1,950,000, 950,000, at 1,950,000. With you, sir. At 1,950,000, it is with the gentleman here. And selling for 1,900,000, 2 million with Joanna Simkoviak at 2 million. Yes. It is for you then at $2 million. At $2 million. At $2 million. It is with Joanna. I want to give him a sweat. At $2 million. At 2 million. It was a bit too quiet for Barrett. At $2 million. And selling for 2 million. Jesse should have kept an eye. At $2 million against Barrett's telephone. Would you like to bid, Barrett? It is sure. with Joanna Simkowiak against someone in the room and on the telephone at $2 million. Barrett, it's a no. It's for you then. Sold Joanna, 2 million. Battle 1995. Lot 53, the Ellsworth Kelly, blue, red, orange, 1964. And we shall start here at 1,008,9, 2 million, at 2,200,000 now, at 2,002,000, at 2,200,000, at 2,002,000, at 2,200,000 ahead of you here in the room, at 2,002,000 for the Kelly, at 2,200,000. 2,400,000, of course, with Isabelle de la Bruyère now, at 2,400,000, at 2,004,000. It is for you for now, against you here, at 2,004,000, and selling the Kelly for 2,400,000. Fair warning to the rest of the room, for $2,400,000. So we are through at 2,400,000. Barrett coming in at 2,400,000. Not this one, at 2,400,000. To you, Isabelle, paddle 1907. Lot 54, the February Stern, the Frankenthaler, lot 54, 1979, and we start here at 1,008,000, 1,009,000, 2 million, at $2 million now, at 2 million,
Heading Hong Kong.
at 2,200,000 with you here, at 2,200,000 with Evelyn, at 2,200,000 now, at 2,500,000, 2,500,000 right away with Sarah Friedlander, at 2,500,000, 2,800,000 with Alice de Roquemorel, at 2,800,000 with the head of private sales here in New York. Alice de Roquemorel at 2,800,000 against you, Sarah and Evelyn at 2,800,000. 2,900,000. You better with Joanna Flaum now at 2,900,000. At 2,900,000, a fourth telephone at 2,900,000. At 2,900,000, Alice Coffeton at 2,900,000. It is for you. Against you, Emily, Sian, and Vanessa for 2,900,000. Still with you, with Joanna Flaum, the head of department here in New York. Emily and Alex, you're out. At 2,900,000 for the Frankenthaler. Emily, at 2,900,000. It is here and selling. Evelyn, you're out, it seems, for $2,900,000. Sold to you, paddle 1965. On to lot 55, de Chagall, Confidence dans le paysage bleu, and 1,456,000 at 1,600,000. At 1,650,000 with Alex Rutter. At 1,650,000, and I can sell it for 1,650,000, 1,700,000 in Canada. At 1,700,000 in Canada. It is with you here online at 1,700,000. At 1,700,000, it is for you now and selling at 1,700,000. What? 1,750,000, a new telephone with Vanessa Fusco now. A head of sale here in New York against you, 1,800,000. At 1,800,000, it is for you, against you, Vanessa, at 1,800,000. It is here, online, one more, Vanessa, at 1,800,000, selling otherwise to a bidder online in Canada for 1,800,000, and against you here in the room for 1,800,000. One more, Vanessa, at 1,800,000. Sold to you, paddle 3074. Lot 56. The lot before the last lot, how do you say? The Renoir, La Fête de Pan, sold without reserve, 1879. And where should we start here? 500,000? At $500,000. At 500,000 for the Renoir. 600, 700, 8, 9. No? At 900,000. At 900,000, it is still with me in the book. 1 million, 1. At 1,100,000. At 1,200,000 with Tanbo. 1,300,000 with me in the book at 1,300,000. 1,400,000. 1,450,000. At 1,450,000. At 1,450,000. 1,500,000. 1,600,000. Next would be 1,700,000 Tanbo. If you're okay with that. At 1,600,000, it is with me in the book. At 1,600,000. 1,700,000. It is for you for now at 1,700,000 against my absentee bids at 1,700,000. Fair warning to the rest of the room for this early Renoir at $1,700,000. We're through at 1,700,000. Sold to you 1,700,000 to paddle 1949. Moving on to lot 57, ladies and gentlemen, the last but not least lot of this evening's sale, marking the debut of the species at auction. We present the most complete skeleton of Deinonychus ever discovered, and the only one in private hands, known as Hector. You've all seen it downstairs. It's approximately 110 million years old and made iconic after Jurassic Park's movie. This is one of the rarest dinosaurs to ever come to auction, and here it is.
$115 million years ago, there was a creature feared above all others, the raptor, Deinonychus. It lived 50 million years before the reign of the T-Rex, and long before it would be immortalized in the kitchen of Jurassic Park. Sleek, dynamic, and deadly. What was this creature that ruled the plains of North America? Its 5-inch claws were shaped like deadly sickles. It was narrow and agile, but its razor-sharp teeth bit with the force of an alligator. It was 11 feet long and weighed up to 220 pounds, but could run at super speeds for hours. There are only 3 known Deinonychus skeletons in existence. The others are prized treasures in the collections of the American Museum of Natural History and Harvard. But this one, the raptor, is the most complete specimen of the 3. And it's coming, May 12th, to Christie's, New York.
And here we go, lot 57, Hector, for you, ladies and gentlemen. We start here at 2,200,000, at 2,200,000, 2,400,000, 2,600,000, at 2,600,000, at 2,600,000, 2,800,000 now, at 2,800,000, at 2,800,000.
3 million.
3 million. At 3 million it is with you, Alex Rotter, at 3 million. At $3 million, with you now, at 3 million, with the first telephone, at $3 million, with Alex, 3,200,000 now, at 3,200,000. At 3,200,000, 3,500,000, at 3,500,000. Back with Alex, 3,800,000. At 3,800,000, 4 million. At $4 million. Against you, Sonia. Back with Alex Rotter now. At $4 million. 4,200,000. A new bid with James Hislop here. At 4,200,000, 4,500,000. At 4,500,000. Would you like 4,800,000, James? At 4,500,000, 4,800,000. At 4,800,000. 5 million. At $5 million. Would you like 5,500,000, James? At $5 million. At $5 million. It is here, 5,500,000.
6 million.
6 million, a new telephone with Anna Maria Sellis. That's $6 million now. Against both of you, at 6 million. At $6 million. At $6 million. It is here, 6,500,000. $7 million, a new telephone with Mahielos at 7 million. Against the 3 of you now, at $7 million with Mahielos, head of client advisory here in your 7,500,000. 8 million, at 8 million, back with you, Mahia. At $8 million, against the 3 of you still. At $8 million. At 8 million. Still with you, Mahia. 8,500,000.
9.
9 million. At 9 million. Against the 3 of you. With Alex, 9,500,000.
10.
10 million. Mahia, would you like 11? It's ahead of you with Alex at 10 million.
10.5.
10,500,000. At 10,500,000. back with you at 10,000,005. Against your both telephones.
The wrap there is my phone.
It is with you, James, at 10,500,000. Still with you at 10,000,005, Maria. At 10,500,000. For you then, for the most complete dinosaur ever to be sold, still in private hands, with James, Maria, Anna Maria, and Alex, at $10,500,000, selling Hector to you then for $10,500,000. Fair warning to the rest of the room and you, Jesse, at 10,500,000. Congratulations to you, Paddle 1358 for 10,500,000. Thank you. 10,500,000, 1358. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your participation and for joining us around the world. And thank you to our colleagues in Hong Kong. Our sales will continue tomorrow morning at 9:30. See you then. Thank you.